Welcome to our next module of skating. We made it to glides. Woohoo! So with gliding, we're going to go back to our Jenga block analogy and focus on our alignment. So think always stacked from head to toe. I love to think about the head to toe approach, make it nice, simple, and easy. My head is always upright, eyes up. Shoulders are above the hips and stacked. And the hips are also always over the feet, or your skates are always under your feet. So for glides, my feet are under my pockets or under my hips. So think of a little box or bubble for our feet. We glide with our feet underneath of us. We don't want to break the box. We'll lose our balance. And we don't want our feet to click too close together. For gliding, we're generally going to be on the middle of our blade. So let's start off with a 2-foot glide. We're gonna do some marches, freeze with our feet underneath our hips, pull our posture up, and try to stay as balanced and aligned over the middle of the blade as we can. With 1- and 2-foot glides, we're gonna keep our upper body square to the direction of travel. So shoulders, chest, and belly button face forward, and my eyes are looking where I would like to go. Again, always pull your posture up. Any break in the abdomen or any wavering back and forth will cause us to rock back and forth on our blade. That can result in a loss of balance, slowing down in our gliding speed, and not covering as much difference. So that's one of the most common errors I see in glides, is not staying put on the middle of the blade because of our posture. Another common mistake I see is the distance of your feet. So remember to stay stacked with your feet underneath of your hips. A good goal for us starting off with glides is to glide the distance of your height. So I'm about 5 feet tall, so I'm gonna try to glide about a 5-foot distance. Once you're feeling comfortable with those 2-foot glides, let's try to glide on 1 foot. So this involves a shift in your weight. So we always in skating think about shifting and lifting. So before we do anything with our bodies, we mentally prepare our brains. So if I'm on 2 feet on the middle of my blade, in my mind, I'm gonna mentally think about shifting my weight over to one side and then lifting. We'll practice this at the wall first. Find your toe to heel position. So my free toe is gonna touch the heel of my skating foot. My knees are gonna point forward and my upper body is still square to my direction of travel. It's not a big lift. Lifting like this and not thinking about shifting and lifting makes a 1-foot glide much more difficult. So let's make it easy on us. Shift, and we're just gonna lift about 1 or 2 inches off the ice. Let's aim for a 3-second hold on your 1-foot glide. Shift and lift, glide, shift and lift. So I'm standing tall, my belly button is pulled into my spine. Gliding, shifting, and lifting. I like to talk about the soup bowl analogy. So if your hips are a bowl of soup, we want to keep your shoulders and your hips as level as possible so we can glide for a maximal distance. The moment we drop our hip, which is very common in glides, dropping the hip, think about the soup bowl tilting and spilling. We don't want to miss out on our favorite chicken noodle soup. So with glides, keep your hips level. I'm lifting my foot, but I also want you to think about reaching into your invisible pocket and lifting your hip. The more level your hips are, the longer you'll stay in a straight line glide. The moment that I'm gliding and I drop my hip or shoulder, I'm going to fall onto an inside or an outside edge. In this case, I'm dropping my free hip, which is most commonly seen, and I am circling out and falling onto an inside edge. So pick up that hip, keep it level, so you can stay in a straight line for as long as possible. Now that we've done a 1-foot glide on your left foot and your right foot, it's time to practice. It is very, very common to have difficulty on one side versus the other, whether it's strength, mobility, or flexibility. I encourage you to keep doing your off-ice training or cross training, yoga, Pilates, running, stretching, swimming, they're all great exercises for you. For your forwards 1 foot glide, let's always have a goal in mind. I like to start off with a 2-second hold. Slow count, 1, 2, foot down, and then increase slowly up to a 4 or a 6-second hold. At first, you're going to be fighting for your edge and posture, so it's pretty normal to feel like you're wavering, but pretty soon it'll be second nature as you pull your free leg up, engage your core to minimize any movement and fighting for that flat edge we're looking for during glides. First, to get comfortable with that shift in your weight, I recommend practicing at the wall. This is also helpful during a busy session or if you're skating on public. There is also a more advanced way to get into our 1 foot glides. So instead of starting from a 2 foot glide, shifting and lifting, we can try to stroke and push into it. So this is the most advanced. I recommend this when you can easily hold a 6-second glide, doing it the first way, or if it's getting too easy. So think about your scooter push. We have our posture, bend, push as you rise up. Come to that toe to heel position. Eyes and chest face the direction of travel. Bend, push as you rise up. Knee forward, hips forward. So from the get-go, I'm pushing with my back foot. I'm finding my balance over my skating foot right away. And then standing tall. Pushing off from my back foot. Find your balance over your right foot, then gradually rise up. So push, stand tall. 4, 3, 2, 1. Challenge yourself to glide as long as you can.